Okay.
My kids are just.
You're good.
No, if you're gonna. Okay.
Does anybody have any questions?
So far, yeah, I mean, if you have more
Experiences? Who's been to Norway? Have you been to Norway? You have?
Yes,
Yes.
Norway.
Yeah.
And have a spinning wheel that is, my aunt got it from Norway and they painted it up with a old rose.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, so nice.
Do you remember where,
I don't know where
any
they came
cities
from.
or anything? Also Bergen is the one that a lot of people think is just, well, it is. It's very scenic and lots of interesting things there. But this,
because it's too
yeah.
confusing.
This is just a replica or a little small version of what they called a Tina, T-I-N-E box. And during, well, when they were really being used, they were used to hold the rummergroat. There's another name you probably have heard and don't know what it is. It's milk mush but made with cream. That's the rumma. Or otherwise riesgroot that's made with rice. But if any of you ever had what they call milk mush at home, we had that many nights for supper. That was our supper. But so when my grandpa went back to Norway in 1948 after World War II was over, he bought something for all of us grandchildren that were, already here, had been born. And so this is a replica of a box that they would bring the rummergroat in. And everybody, all the guests, were asked to bring a bowl of rummergroat. And now it might have been that size of that bowl, we don't know. But anyway, when, I don't know how I kind of skipped over a part here, but they, at the wedding party, the dance or whatever, we still call it a wedding dance, yeah. And they would have the rummergroat there in big bowls, and when the rummergroat ran out, the party was over. They had to go home. And so we went to, well, not the real thing, the reception or the dance part of it, up in the hills over Bergen. And we climbed the hills. Now the bride wasn't riding her horse at that time like they used to in olden days, but they had rummergrout there. And my husband, he would eat that, but and because he was brought up the same way. But I said afterwards, it's time for some aquavit. And so I went across the room, he says, don't drink that stuff. And I said, yeah, I can drink that, I'm old enough, And so it's, well, pretty much pure alcohol, and yeah, and all you do is you get a little snifter of it, just quick, but it's powerful. And so,
it's like at least 90 proof.
yeah, and so this is my Tina box, and this is from 1948.
Why are they wood?
What?
Were the real ones wood like that?
Yes.
Okay.
The real ones were wood. My sister got a round one,
Okay.
but this is very interesting. And carving on top is handmade, the whole thing. And it says Hilson, or that's hello, from Scudisness. And I just saw something on TV the other night about Scudisness. So this was where he went and visited. And we didn't even realize it at the time, so, all right, we covered the rummergroat, I guess. How many eat that?
Did we have rummergrout? I suppose Pam has.
Well, don't we make it, we have it every Christmas
Every
Eve.
Christmas, yeah.
Yeah, and now even my German daughter-in-law has learned how to make rummergroat. So she has had it ready for us when we come out at my youngest son's place for Christmas. Okay, We talked about Rosemary, and we talked about hard under. You switched to some jewelry?
Or do you want me to?
No, go ahead.
Well,
Since you saved them.
yeah, when I was in Norway, one of the things that was a traditional thing to do was you get these little lapel pins from the different, they call them counties, but it's mostly like going from town to town, right, Mom? And they're, a lot of them are pretty close together, but they each have a symbol of what their county or farm area represents. And I happen to have 3 of them here. One looks like maybe a shaft of wheat, one has what looks like 3 goblets, and one looks like the spire on two churches. But I brought those back, and then Dan did wear those on his lapel the day we got married, because I actually have a crown with white and red jewels in it, and because he called me his Norwegian princess, so that was it. And then I have a beautiful ring on that was my mom's. I have the original box, and believe it or not, this jewelry store is still in business. And you had a little, not a pen pal, but was like a second cousin who sent this to you?
Yes, yes, on my maternal grandpa's side.
A second cousin on her maternal grandpa's side lived in, or close to Kristiansand. Right, Mom?
Right, up by Trondheim.
Yeah. Oh gosh, they're so hard to read on here.
I know.
Anyway, there's Tromsø, and it's up way up north.
On there too.
Yeah, it's up north, and anyway, it's still in business, so that was kind of cool to find out. And I don't think you ever wore it because it was too big for you, probably.
Right.
So I've had this for a lot of years, and I treasure it.
It's silver. And
It's silver. It still has beautiful detail from like much of the spoons, and I did do some research on some of the spoons that I have collected and have been given to me, but this was considered a wedding spoon. It's got cherubs on it, very tiny, but that was a wedding gift type of spoon. These are very interesting as well. Each of them have a little gold leaf hanging off of them. These were also oftentimes wedding gifts. This is a sugar spoon, they considered it. And then this is the same pattern with the little leaf, but they called this one the teaspoon because it's for your tea. You can see a leaf pattern on the back. But the idea was, of course, you could hang it there and then drain your tea bag on it. I've never used it, it's so fancy, but it's beautiful. And this one is a more modern version of something. They're all replicas anyway, but this is called Kristen, and is that a different type of metal, Mom? Is it a silver?
It says how much real silver is in it.
Okay, so it's probably a silver blend, but this one I know when I brought it over, it wasn't very tarnished, unlike the ones that are all silver were very tarnished, and you have to work on them a little bit to get them shiny again. But inside this box, which is very interesting, has the picture that my mom has hanging above her bed. And
Painting.
she has a big, huge painting of this same picture, and it's a wedding scene, right? Kind of they're going to their wedding reception.
No, the wedding processional
Okay.
to, now where is it again?
Wedding processional, we'll just call it that. But anyway, they've got musicians and they've got somebody with a rifle, but they have the bride in there, and they're all going somewhere to either go to the church to get married, or maybe this is after.
The church is on there too.
Oh, yeah, the church is on there. 2 other things, and then I'll give it back to Mom. She's also got some pewter jewelry up here, which, besides the soya and the beautiful silver things that come out of Norway, they make a beautiful amount of pewter jewelry. And the last thing I have is, again, from Sami, the same place I bought the knife. There was a woman selling silver jewelry, and I have earrings and the pin that match. And they call it nomadic patterns because they're very basic. And a lot of the people they draw are like stick people, and they do very simple designs of sun and moon, for instance. So if you're ever looking for, you know, kind of some unique jewelry like that, you can find them still. There's jewelry stores online, straight from Norway, they'll send it to you. And it's just a different thing. You don't see it around here at regular jewelry stores. So, let's see. Oh, we forgot about these little guys. And